shit. I do it every time, man. There we go. There we
You
go.
have to feed it in the road.
I have to feed the train?
Yeah, because look.
Right. Well, little man, I don't know what to feed a train. I guess coal? Is that what it needs? Good, clean coal? Beautiful, clean coal? Is that what it needs? I don't know what it runs on.
Okay because look. Oh, it's okay.
Alright, I'm just doing a chat, like chat style. What's up, Skittles? Alright, it's me and Dempsey here. I've got my foot's a little boo-booed, and it's gotten a little better since yesterday. The swelling is down. I took about 12 hours off the feet and kept the foot elevated. What's up, Softail Harley? I kept it elevated, and we definitely got the swelling down. Still hurts though. Hey Mary, how are you? So I had plans for the day to do some things. Like last week, I had planned on Monday doing some things that they're not gonna happen. So God was like, your plans are funny to me. I don't know. I don't think it's infected anymore. I believe that we've got some sort of stress fracture or maybe some tendon situation. But I will say that last year, April, June-ish, I got shingles, and the doctor said that there's like a 30% chance or something of getting some nerve damage from that. So maybe and I've had some other nerve issues before. And in fact, right now my right hand is acting weird. It, like, opening it up wide is weird, trying to open it up to get into a pocket, or if I forget about it and I'm just trying to walk into that door over there, I'll walk into that door over there because the door is a little pushy. You got to push it. And my hand doesn't have the sort of, like I'll go to push it, right-handed, and my hand will collapse, and I'll just face plant. I've done it 2 or 3 times. So there's some other nerve issues I think need to be worked out. However, we put the oil from the Bible that leaks oil on it yesterday, and Tommy prayed over my foot. And there are, though, hospitals, and God did have his say-so in those too, I believe. So here it is, what it looks like. No, I'm going to do this the other way because it's ridiculous. So I think it looks a lot better today than it was compared to the other one. Now y'all can see, look for the web toes. See why I swim around in circles. Anyway, I've been on it a little bit today, so it's starting to get a little swelly. But when I keep it up, it's not as bad. You can see it around here, though. This is where it gets started, and that's where I got the boo-boo at. Oh, come on, rotate device. Like, scab got knocked a little. I ain't gonna lie to you, I picked at it a little bit, too. It was loose, man. You see a loose scab, I cannot help it when you see a loose scab. But I also put some more of that oil in there, and I prayed. And if that's going to work, the things that needed to be done for that to work have happened. So I have faith in it working. I'm also probably going to go to the hospital and allow a doctor to have at it as well. J. Pebbles, I believe you are correct. What's up, Goonie Hunter? I just got done watching that video again. That's the second time I've watched it. You made me when I took my shirt off in the bathroom. That's so funny, man. I love your shit, dude. Yeah, probably, maybe that's what's up. If it indeed is an infection, then that probably would do it. Or, just going to the hospital and getting a antibiotic. These things probably would work. Yeah, right, Mary? That is correct. And so, I'll also say that Tommy gave me this shirt. Like, I was like, hey, that's a nice shirt. And he gave me the shirt off his back. So I'm actually wearing Tommy's shirt right now to give you an idea how well it fits. I mean, look at this. It's a pretty nice shirt. Very nice. I've always wanted a tie-dye. In fact, I was not kidding when I said I wanted to get one from Kaz. We needed to make friends first, or, acquaintances. I was on there for a minute today. I had this little man, though, so I was very distracted. Authentic slab gear, right? I told y'all I took care of that too. Like when Tommy was coming, I was like, I'm changing this backyard into an official slab yard. So there it is. Like nothing but rocks, and we got a slab. Yeah, man, I gotta get where I can hold this right. Mini slab city, right, Goonie Hunter? And we had a whole full house here, and it was fun. I had a good time, but my foot was hurting so bad that, you know, by the time Sunday morning came around, I slept back here on the back porch with my foot as elevated as I could get it to give everybody, you know, the room in there that they needed. Zane streamed in Zane's World Channel. I tried to read it. I'll read it again. I have heard about what's happened with Zane's channel. He got a mark or something. Is that right, y'all? I just can't help but flex. I mean, this thing is doing that on its own. I have no control over that. It's a muscle trying to get out of his body. But I do got some help from Dr. Dempsey. He got a strike Rodney. Say, I don't know what all that means. Say, hey, Dr. Dempsey.
Hey.
Say, you're here to fix Daddy.
I'm here to fix Daddy.
All right. He's going to check my blood pressure on my leg. That's where he's going with that. So that's awesome. Sad, but YouTube. Come on, Edward. Sad, but YouTube's not playing. It's crazy. I got a community strike last week. Mary said hey, and Rodney said hey to you, Dempsey.
Oh.
Say hey, Mary. Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Rodney.
He's so famous. He's just, you know. That not me, said Dr. Dempsey. I think that'll work perfect, man.
Your blood
Let's see how he's doing.
It's very bad.
Oh, goodness. Even the 3 or 4-year-old knows what's up with my blood pressure. Yeah, I think that's on there pretty good and tight. You should be able to tell. It's probably not showing much blood pressure at all the way you got it on there, huh? Probably? Yeah, that's what I thought. Jay Pebbles said hey. He is cute, Mary. He's, can't help it, man. This guy, even with the pain, he has sat on my foot, stepped on my foot, kicked my foot, headbutted my foot. And every time I'm just like, like that, you know, I just do that. And like right now, he's messing with it, and I'm just very timid.
Now this foot.
Yeah, I don't question him. He wants to check this foot now. There he goes again. There he goes again. He lands on it. It's only like 30 some odd pounds, you know. It's really fine. Softail Harley Davidson said, hi, Dempsey. And that, my man, is a motorcycle. Beats Obamacare. This is Dempsey Care.
Alright, is it working okay?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably working just fine. Let's check it, everybody. How you think that's going to work? Fixing the blood pressure problem. Yep, that's good. That's got it. You got it. You got it, Bubba.
Yeah, but somebody, can I tell somebody?
Yeah, you can talk to them. They can hear you. Come on over here. Come on over here.
Hey, I bought fire trucks and I just like a skateboard to slide on. But actually, my feet are big and they don't even fit on this because it's small.
Whoa, God, I dropped everybody. I dropped the whole room on its head there. Didn't I? Your feet don't fit on that because it's small?
Yeah, because look.
Yeah. Probably your fingers can fit on it.
But no, they can't.
Hmm.
They're too big.
Oh, yeah. You're getting so big, that's the whole thing.
That's why the finger's not good.
Yeah, the finger's not good either.
So, skateboards always do this in, like, ambulances or skateboard, but they're not really like that, but they're ambulance, and they're like a tree.
There you go. The original good job, buddy, by the way, just so you know. There's my nose blowing. I don't have any napkins. Well, Bubba, I think you said it about as clear and concise as anyone else. Mitchell says hi. Thank you, Skittles. You're right, Skittles. That's why he's cute. That's funny. Yeah, he's pretty bored because his daddy can't do anything with him. Normally we would jiu-jitsu or we would, you know, play out in the yard. It's a really nice day here. We have overcast. It's not too hot, not too humid, but we're not able to do nothing. Are those the bubbles glasses? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sure that, make sure I got no sleep in my... these glasses are just the... I don't really know what's up with my glasses. Like, I can see... Am I buffering? Let me take everybody off of... Okay, we're off of Wi-Fi, so... I can see further away with these glasses, but it's also very... It's like looking outside of a storm window with plastic on it. And then when I take them off, I can see, like... I can see the chat pretty darn clearly, but I also have to be right here. And I don't want to be right there, and y'all don't want me right there. So they got to stay on till we get to the land of contacts. Cool. Hopefully I can keep that from buffering. Perhaps that's just some interference from the overcast or something. I'm having to hold the phone, which is not awesome. I would set it on something, but with Dempsey out here, it'll just get knocked over. Do you think so, Desmond? Because, I mean, I felt like it got a little off the rails. It got a little sideways. I wanted to try to ask some questions without putting him in a corner or any gotcha questions. As far as the incoming storm, what I last saw was that it's not going to be here till like Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's going to... The current most popular path is to impact North Carolina pretty much head on. But we won't get the effects of it necessarily till Wednesday or Thursday is what I last saw. But I didn't check it today. I could be wrong. It might be just about to smack me right in the head. Back to aluminum hat time. It's back to aluminum hat time. Well, I took Tommy's stream and I had it over there, and Tommy had my stream over there. And we just went with the flow. That was our second stream of the day. Other than those 4 hours streaming, I was on my feet a lot that day. So my foot was a little ridiculous, and I was in quite a lot of pain. Taking ibuprofen, you can only take that like once every 8 hours. And because I can't take anything else for that stuff. You know what I mean? Like goodies, powders, and ibuprofen. Yeah, bruh. You need that ambulance, but it's outside of the door. How are we going to get to it? Let's figure this out together. But if I cover the camera with my hand, it doesn't matter where I put my hand, the camera's there. I have to unlock it from up there, which means I got to get up. Okie doke. That's awesome. Guess that's what I'll do. No. Wait, we got this. There we go, man. Ingenuity. That's all you needed, huh? All that for that. Yep. Awesome. I'm going to try to remember to hold the phone over here, and then that way I won't keep putting my hands over it. All right, I'm here to read. Strictly going to read now. Here we go. I'm reading. Tell the story in a minute. It was crazy, you think? Having both streams on like that? It was kind of surreal to have Tommy and the gang here. You know, like, there they are. They're right there. Everybody was about exactly the same size as I thought they were, too. It wasn't like Tommy was incredibly tall or short or anything, you know. He's like 5'10"-ish, 5'11", and Selena, you know, beautiful as ever. Big Richard is a big dude who is like a real big teddy bear. The most kind-hearted man, you know, along with Tommy, honestly, that I've met in a while. And I think they're down there. Yeah, I'm inland. I am definitely inland. I'm about in the middle of North Carolina. Like, I am right on the very edge of the outskirts of Charlotte. Thank you, Desmond. So, yeah, by the time it would get here, it would probably, wow, I missed a lot of comments. Eddie, what's going on with you? Hold on, I'll get this back right. Skittles, I did too. I was thinking that Tommy was taller. I guess because, we all know why we all thought Tommy was taller. Let's just be honest. We know why we thought Tommy was taller. So, oh, it's just not doing it again. Yeah, they went to DEI. They're over there now, actually, I believe. They're over near DEI. I don't live far from DEI. I'm like 15 minutes from DEI. But I'm just going to do what my son did the other day when he screwed everything up, and then it came back on. Yeah, and so it was just cool having everybody here. Bubba is just the nicest, most well-mannered young man, and he does have the most famous "oh shit" on ever pronounced, if you ask me.
Can you see that skateboard right there?
Yeah, I do see the skateboard.
I was at...
Oh, you're talking to your people. I got you. I'll stay out of it. I'm sorry. We're buffering again. Well, the sun's coming out, so I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. In this corner where I sit, the sun always gets up on the camera. American stainless steel over there. I really don't know what we're talking about with that. Yeah. Are we? Yeah. Let me know. Okay, no buffering. All right. Maybe it's better if I'm away from this window. I could switch seats, but I don't want to make the man mad. Oh, no buffering on my end. Okay. Thank you. Not buffering there. Okay, cool. Yeah, and so I wanted to show Tommy that I could sing my comments because I thought that would be cool to do. Show Tommy how interactive y'all are and how cool the chat room is on my channel has become. And we never got around to that because, well, Tommy had a lot to say because I kind of put him on right as he got here. We hung out for a little while, and then as soon as we went on, Tommy was on. He's got, he's ready to go. And I'm one of those too. I'll talk forever too. So I knew we were in danger of alienating the entire stream, which we did for a while. So I was trying to get Amber to jump in and see if she could come out and read. But of course, Amber was busy with Dempsey. So we kind of screwed that up, and I'm sorry. And sometimes I'll say things, and I'll oh, we're going to do that, and then I don't do it. And I apologize for that too. I'll get better at that. I'm I'm not quite Zane where I just don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But I'm also not quite Tommy where I give too many fucks to give. So I'm kind of in the middle. I've got, a few fucks, whatever, a couple fucks here and there. And then I try to make good on what I say I'm going to do. I feel like I'm buffering again. 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 I did all that. Dempsey's looking at me like, what is my daddy doing? He's like, my dad is buffering live in front of me. So yeah, I'm flexible, Softail. I try not to, I try not to make a promise and not do it, but then I'll realize later on I did say something. Fence riding on a lot of things, buddy. Yeah. I'm trying to be more me lately and not so much sort of what kind of got a hold of me there for a little bit. I blame a lot on the weather. It was so hot, and I was walking a lot those days. Trying to get a part-time job to supplement, our business, what's left of it. And there's a couple shopping centers around here where I could be a cook or something. So I've been doing a lot of walking, checking back on things. And yeah, I get overheated and frustrated. It's very humid here, so I can see myself boiling on the inside. And then when I do work, a lot of it's in attics and stuff, so I end up, I get dehydrated, y'all. We hit a low of 47, really? That's temperature? Wow, I don't even know what that feels like. Although today, this morning, when I did finally get up, I put on my jogging pants, so it was a little cool. Right? Appreciate that, Cindy. I'm going to say that out loud, but I'll let you say that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I saw Zane throwing some bales of hay, though. Dude looks like he's ready to do some work. Lake Ontario. Yeah, you got. I believe that the way the weather is shifting, that area is going to be like prime space, prime land soon. It's just the sun just started coming out. Honest to God, as soon as I said it was a pretty overcast day with no humidity, the sun was like, "Oh, my bad. Let me help you out here a little bit with that." I can literally feel the humidity coming in to play now. So and I don't know what the temperature is. If I had to guesstimate, I'd say 83, 82, low 80s. Dempsey thinks he's looking right at you because he's on the other side of the camera. There he is. The original Good Job Buddy that's him. That's the dude.
I'm going to tell
You gonna tell a story?
Yeah.
All right, Dempsey's gonna tell a story, so I'm gonna miss a couple comments. I'll try to catch up.
So everything about trucks and police cars is what I do, and a walk is what Daddy does because he goes to work every time in the store, and he gets hooked, which is something that
You're right.
And nobody knows when he gets hurt because around all of the times he gets hurt on his leg, right there. That's when he gets hurt on sometimes. I can't believe I have to say this. So this is one more time. I'm going to say something like all of it.
Okay.
So, how about you, Daddy?
Yeah.
Can you put a school bus on your head?
Sure, I can put a school bus on my head. You want to get one for me?
Oh.
You want to grab a school bus and I'll just put that right on my head? Yeah, go ahead. Grab you a school bus. Just find one. You got them anywhere. There's one out there. If you want to go get it, you can get that school bus. I'll put it right on my head. He has the longest eyelashes, isn't he? We have not cut his hair since he was born. This is a fire truck on my head. Okay. It's probably going to fall on my foot, then, so let's not, if we can help it. All right. There it is. Anything to entertain. We haven't cut his hair since he was born, and you see it like when we give him a bath, it goes all the way just above his bottom. Thanks, Jesse. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. You want to give him a fist bump? Oh, there was Jesse. Jesse's in there. Give Jesse a fist bump. Say, hey, Jesse.
Hey, I'm going to tell Jessie all of the things I can say.
Okay, you tell her.
So, airplanes are just like we can let airplanes fly. We can smash airplanes while they fly.
Okay.
And
There's, oh.
glasses go to a bus. And even an airplane does everything.
The end.
And even a phone goes on charger.
All right. Well, you know, if you let him stay on long enough, he's going to drop a cuss word on you. So there it is. Thank you, Jesse. I'm going to look back at all this. He talks very well. I know he actually is pretty smart he just turned 4. And yeah, he has no filter. I believe he will be a YouTuber. And he absolutely will steal the show. I mean, you know, there's no worrying about him getting close-ups. Let's put it that way. Oh, really? They're already starting to change. You're betting on a really wintry winter up there, Skittles. Wow, Congo. That's all the way across the whole thing, man. I didn't stream last night. Congo, you're coming to Raleigh, huh? Raleigh's on northern North Carolina, northern and slightly eastern from where I am. South and slightly west of that. I'm kind of right in the middle of North Carolina, like the heart of North Carolina, maybe just south of the heart of North Carolina. It's called Concord, if y'all want to look it up. Concord, North Carolina. You know, Interstate 85 runs very close by. We are basically the racing capital next to Mooresville. We're right next to Mooresville. Yeah, he is, and I think that's because this is his prime source of entertainment. YouTube. He has channels that he watches, where they do a lot of unpacking and they play games. They play with the same toys he plays with. And originally, this channel started as me following him around while he completed tasks and saying, "Good job, buddy." And then, well, this is what happens when he gets so comfy. If he saw all 28 of you right now together, he would be slightly shy. But walking around to you individually, getting to know you. All right, you definitely made your point. But yeah, so he's really into YouTube. That's what he likes to watch.
Some ice cream.
You want some ice cream? Did you eat a sandwich yet?
I don't really want a sandwich, but I want. Ow!
Oh, really? A Marine base. Oh, the hurricane's messing with y'all. Damn, I'm sorry. Is it I think, is that Fort Bragg? Fort Bragg might be in South Carolina. No, Fort Bragg's in North Carolina. It's is it Fort Bragg? I mean, you don't have to tell me. I've been to Fort Bragg. Thank you. Right now he's balancing on my arm. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm being a seat. I'm being his seat. It doesn't bother me a bit.
I can feel all my.
Okay, maybe a little bit. Okay, can you sit on the seat?
I can't.
Pretty, please.
I
If you want ice cream. Woo! Well, I hope that goes well and have a safe flight. For real. I'm always nervous on airplanes. When I lived in Seattle, here I go. When I was a radio DJ and I lived in Seattle, I had to fly back and forth so many times. Sup, Carlos? And taking off and landing was horrible, and all I would do is just think about my family and my loved ones hardcore. Like, I wanted it on my brain just in case we didn't make it. He did leave the oil. He left me some oil. Thank God I didn't eat it. Well, think again. You might be watching an experiment right now because I did take a little dab of that oil in my mouth. I mean, I watched the video of the oil, and so I know that it did come from where it came from and all. I know he's not like... me and Tommy got to talk a pretty good bit off of camera, and I like a lot. Believe it or not, Tommy has a lot to say. And so I in hard faith, I took that oil right in my mouth, and he dropped it in my mouth. And I feel more connected to God since meeting Tommy. But you know, some things I believe are meant for doctors to handle, and that's kind of where my mind is on this. We're gonna wait it out because right now my mother-in-law has a doctor's appointment, and Amber has an appointment to go try to find out if we can save our stuff out of storage. So I'm letting all that happen, and then at the end of the day, we'll see if there's room to get me in. Right, Carlos? But none. I wasn't. Feeling pretty good, actually. I'll, if you want to, shoot me an email. I will shoot you a video of just nothing but that. So, roofie. This is funny. No, man. Comfortable night's sleep right here on this chair 2 nights ago when Tommy stayed here. Last night I stayed in the house. Foot elevated, trying to get better, so. Can't Lejeune. Okay. I hope not. Anger issues. But I don't think so either. I mean, I saw where they went. The video where they went. So. It's like a Bible sitting in a plastic bin of what looks like baby oil. And like they empty it out and they put it in there. Empty. Okay. Not attached to anything. And it fills up. So it is leaking oil. Okay, that's really happening. There's no magic trick to it. There's nothing connected to it. There's people there and there's cameras on it. So that is really happening. And no matter what your faith, that you can't deny. There's nothing attached to it. So some man wants ice cream. So he's going to do this. He's going to act this way. So I limp into the kitchen.
I want popping ice cream.
How about, what if I got you ice cream? Would you sit down and just eat it and let me talk to these folks? Would you be so kind?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. Let's limp together, y'all. Here we go. Oh boy. But I will say that we have military exercises around here. Plus, and I tried to talk about this the other day. Anytime it's race week, we're not far from the track. So when they do the flyovers, they'll come over our neighborhood and turn around in formation and stuff right of our neighborhood. Go ahead and go into the kitchen, buddy. I need room to walk. Good job, buddy. So, see, I ain't walking that bad. Like, it hurts, but that's just pain, straight up. Nah, I think it's just it's just some God oil, typical straight up blood of Jesus kind of oil. Did I RRLF click? Right, left click. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. I'll put y'all right here while I get some ice cream for homie. Thank you, Selena. Little man didn't need it. I'm going to. Here I am in Tommy's shirt, y'all. There they are. They're still there. Working well. Alright, we're getting it. I asked Tommy when I saw this shirt and I was like, oh, you got an arrow pointing to you. It's an arrow pointing at you. He's like, no. I just got off the phone. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's cool, man. He's very quiet, but when he talks, it's like full of wisdom. And he's been around. Richard has been, I don't know if it's Army, Marines, or what, but he's a military brat. And he has traveled the world and seen a lot of things. And has a great wealth of experience to share with people. And he's very good about timing it out right. Like, he knows when to talk. Like when he's got something to say, and so he's always interesting, Every time he talks, it's like, wow, a wealth of knowledge and experience comes through. So, yeah, I love those guys, man. Richard is probably, I'm estimating here, he's maybe 7'6". I'm only kidding. He's not quite that tall. Whoa. He is like 6'5", though. And a big dude, man. He gave me a hug, and honest to God, I'll tell you all the truth. I haven't felt a hug like that since I hugged my own father the first time I met him when I was 34 years old in Philadelphia at a baseball game. I had to leave. We were heading south. I had spent the week with my dad. First time I ever met him in my life. He was sober, 8 years sober. I had been told he was dead. So meeting him and then hanging out with him was a big deal, and the hug was so full of love that.
I have a spoon.
Of course, I'm gonna get that. I'm definitely gonna get the spoon. You know I'm gonna get the spoon. Don't you dare start cussing like that. Don't talk like that to me. You'll go to timeout first, and then you can have your ice cream. I ain't playing games with you. Here you go. There you go. You gonna watch Paw Patrol? All right. So, really cool guy Richard was. Just want to say that. The lighting in here is god-awful, since we're talking about God. El Joe, que pasa? Is El Joe here? El Joe? What's up, El Joe? I just stepped on a toy car. Woo! Oh, my God, man. That felt fine. Eljo, I love your scenery and stuff, man. Where you're living, bro. Just keep doing that, man. And that, oh, who does that? Who the fuck does that? Is that what it is? I like that stuff, man. It's really cool, Eljo. I love your shit, brother. I really like what's happened since what's happened. That's really kind of what I'm holding on to. Like, the community of the people in the chat and the people making videos. Having like a lot of, we can make references that we all get. Yeah, tornadoes I can do without too. Is that what's coming to me? Am I getting tornadoes? You're welcome, Eljo. Keep doing it, my man. I watch every one of them, man. Hey, Whimsy Creek. If we're getting tornadoes, I should know about that probably. Maybe that's why the weather is freaky deaky right now. I'm gonna smoke what empties inside. Hell yeah. But yo, when Eljo cut his hair, y'all, who else was with me on that? man, like a part of my soul went away from me. I was like, there's no way he really cut his hair. I thought you were just getting your kid's haircut. But you know that thing they say, if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you won't get a haircut. Still, it looks good. It looks great. I was just like, there's no way that man will ever cut his hair. It's that long. Cracking a can. It was mind control gone awry. That's funny, Aljo. I'll never like that doing this. Let's look at the ceiling fan for a moment. Yes, I got me one. Half of mine, right? Make that decision. I'm growing this thing out, and I know that it needs to be bald. And I should be bald. And when I do finally get it back to bald, I'm going to put all the hair in one of these hats and glue it. And so it'll look like I still have hair, and then I'm just going to take the hat off and be straight bald. And people are going to be like, ah! Like, I'm going to do that. That's my contribution. Hey, Tommy, if you're watching, forgot your bottle, bruh. But I know you're nearby, and we'll get that back to him. Does it? I did not know that smoking that would make your hair grow. I need to get more of that. You know, what I have here, what I've got going on, I'm a little scared to do this because Goonie Hunter is on here, and he may just murder me in a video for this, but I'll try. I got this problem right, if y'all can see it. It's kind of like this part is on an island on its own. And I have a feeling that as we continue through this journey, this is going to be by itself. And I've got to do something about it before that happens. Before I've got an island of hair on my head. Goonie Hunter is laughing. I know I'm done now. I have handed over the material. Go chop it up and murder me. But I love that we're doing that, y'all. I love that you make videos about us. You can pick on me all you want because I put it out there, and obviously knowing that clearly this is going to get what it's going to get. And thank you, Goonie Hunter. But yeah, I want y'all to pick on me. I have fun with this. This has been honestly, aside from the thing, this has been the best thing that's happened to me in a personal way in a long time. I lost my best friend a while back, not to death or anything bad. He just got lost on me, you know. Some people ghost, and he's out in Wisconsin, and you just don't keep in touch. And so I've lost the ability to get down like this. And now I found that there's a lot of people like me. They're just scattered all over the place. And so this brings us closer together. This is our little group. We've always been and always will until the end. I plan on not moving necessarily, but I want to go at least like by November. Got to get the car fixed. Got to get some things right. Oh, are you? My best friend is up in he's kind of near Milwaukee. There's a semi-larger suburb there that I can't think of the name of that he's in right now. You probably know it. You're probably typing it. Oh, I bet, right? Yeah, Aljo, you got the look, man. You got that Hollywood look, brother. And you've got a very nice... Like, I would love to do a show, like a podcast with you across the country. Camp Lake, Wisconsin. Here I go. I'm getting myself all looking at the chat. Yeah, man, you've got a nice, smooth voice, and I know a little thing or two about that. And it would be pretty badass if we could do a podcast. Call it Coast to Coast. I know that's been done before. Pardon me. But we can figure out other ways to make that pretty badass. I want to do a podcast eventually. Then I want to do it live. Eljo's down. Uh-oh. We might have just created something, y'all. After all, we are creators, all of us. People in the chats are creators. People holding the phone, shooting videos were creators. This is a place for creative people. Creatively living, creatively associating, and creatively creating. If that makes any sense. I am get my foot where it's got to go, Bubba. I called Dempsey Bubba a lot, and then while Bubba was here, I was just effing up everything. I mean, I had Bubba like turning his head every couple of minutes. Like, I'm sorry, Bubba. I mean, this little dude. But again, I had a fucking great time with them. Anytime any of y'all are in North Carolina and anywhere near Charlotte, North Carolina, hit me up and we'll get together, because that's about an hour from me. Includes essentially the top of South Carolina, all the way up to Greensboro, a little north of Greensboro, east as far as like Rockingham, and then west, honestly, you know, close to Asheville. So I've got an hour and a half, we'll say, in every direction. I can pretty much, you know, North Carolina is pretty simple to get around. So if you're here, now I have to get my car fixed, so that's gonna happen. But we're working on that slowly. Slowly. We are taking our time with that. Really are. It's costing us money to keep the car where it is to get it fixed. So that's the conundrum I'm in. It's like either have all the money to get it fixed or just keep renting space to have it sit there. And I have AAA. Like I could have it towed back here, but then when I got the money together, I have to get it towed back up there. So I'm in that sort of leeway with the vehicle, and don't want to let it go. So I don't know what's up. So it is what it is, I suppose. Bless you. But I am sick of living in fear. Sick of living in fear of these people retaliating. I'm not gonna continue to let them control this life. Like I said before, and a couple weeks ago, bless you, when I got arrested, I ditched the guns. I'm not walking around armed anymore. Hey, watch that foot. I do have home protection, but that stays home with the peeps. And then I go out just armed with faith, and you know, sometimes I'll pop you all on just to watch my back. So, but I'm not gonna just. I'm tired of running away from it. If we reignite the business, we'll change the name or whatever. But I'm not gonna run away from it. You know, the idea was that if I'd show up at a, I'll show you the foot. I would show up at a job and it would be people there to hurt me or something like that. You know, that's what I did. I go to people's houses. I clean their chimney, or their dryer vent, or repair said chimney or dryer vent, or HVAC type stuff. You know, I did some low-end maintenance stuff. You know, gutter work. I had ladders, all the ladders, 40-foot ladder, 28-footer, 16-footer, 20-footer, you name it, 32-footer. There that is. You just forget to add your PayPal to your intro song. Honest mistake, right? It is an honest mistake. I'll get it on there. You know, honestly, if I felt like, if I was like Kurt Cobain or some shit, and I was doing this, then perhaps I could certainly justify throwing a PayPal down on my song. But it's just I don't want y'all to think I'm asking you for anything. I'm not gonna ask. If I'm talented enough, it'll happen on its own. You know, it is starting to swell now. It's because I'm sitting up and I'm walking around doing things. I did have it looking, at least it looked like a regular foot for a little bit, but it is going back down, back up, because I'm back on it. And I got this dude, man. He just went in the house. Who knows what he's doing in the house? I am out on the back porch. I can't control what a 4-year-old does right now. I can relight my cigarette though. It's one thing I'm adamant about. We don't smoke around Dempsey. You know, never would smoke in a car with him. We never smoke in the house. This is as close as we get. And when he comes out, I put it out, or we go outside. I'm just having trouble going outside right now. I want to quit this shit. Honestly, I think if North Carolina legalized weed, I could probably quit the other thing, man. It might help me. Epsom salt, really? That's the second, third? 3 people think Epsom salt could kill this. Y'all gonna get me to do that next. I bet, though, y'all could tell me anything and I would do it. I'd be like, put it in the oven at 350 and just leave it in there for like 30 to 45 minutes. And I would try it. And I'd have a bread foot. All the yeast would rise and my foot would be a loaf of bread. Stupid shit that comes in my head. Oh, hot foot soak. That would be great. You know, I'd have to keep it elevated. See, the thing is, the Earth, we don't know which way really is up or down. If you look at it from outer space. Thank you, Cindy. If we look at it from outer space, we don't really know which way is up or down. So, honestly, it could be elevated right now. It's there. I don't know which way is up or down, really. But I get what you're saying, above my heart. Warm mayonnaise might be the best name on here. Just might be. Warm mayonnaise. It could very well be. But I'm gonna try the elevator right now. Oh hell, it's freaking loose. Oh hell. Can't see shit. Here at this round. It's kinda round. You know, it's more round obviously than it would be flat. Collective jar of farts. Release them all at once around your foot and only use mayonnaise jars. Here at the shape like a basketball, kinda. Yes, and yeah, I keep telling Buddy, you got a face for radio. I sure do. I do have a face for radio. And I'm blessed with those vocal cords that have sustained cigarettes for going on 20 years now, it looks like. Yeah, I think so. Alright, hey. Ain't anywhere near comfortable, but yeah, man, thank God for Amber being so pretty, because Dempsey turned out great. And then my ex-wife, hate to give her credit for it, but she helped me make 2 other beautiful children. And then my ex-girlfriend that I have for 16, 17 years. My 20-year-old son and Dempsey look a whole lot like each other. Their whole style, like we let his hair grow out, and you know, I'm just clinging to that 1968 hippie that my father was. You know, the stories that I heard about my dad. So there's an update from the fam. And y'all, Tommy is actually nearby right now. If you were to like look up where DEI is, I'm about 15 minutes from DEI, and Tommy's over there looking at a church. The end times are coming. Warm mayonnaise said so. And then that went away. I'll try to get that back up. Every time I touch it, though, I screw the thing up. Now I'm really starting to worry about Dempsey, because the longer he stays out of sight, the more mischief he is causing. So I'm going to have to cut this short and go in there and check the man out. This is fun. I'm going to come back on. I'm not promising anything, but I want to come on tonight and sing some comments. I'm also not promising anything, but Tommy might be back. We don't know for sure. He's definitely going to be going to church nearby here. And then I'm also not promising anything, but I might go to the hospital. If I go to the hospital, I'll be streaming from the hospital. Tommy is, you know, he went and saw Ron, and everybody, you know, prayers for Ron. For real, Ron, if you're watching, you know, man, I think about you more than I think about my foot, honestly. And it's not just because this Coke bottle is here. And that, here, I'll fix that problem. There we go, just do like that. Oh, my hand's going to be over the camera. Of course, of course. There it is. Tommy bought that at the store right by my house. So, there was a reason. He didn't even realize it said Ron when he bought it. So, anyway. Who knows what's going to happen here today, but good job Buddy comes back on. It's going to be something, I promise you. We'll either be in a hospital, or we're going to have Shepherd's Treehouse here again, or I'm going to be singing these comments, because y'all rock. And yes, you're on to something, Warm Mayonnaise. That's the last thing I'm going to say.